Good morning all. So moving to the next topic from the same chapter, cell. So the last class we had started about the cytoplasm as well as the cell organelles. So we'll continue with the same topic. So now let us start with the rest of the organelles which are present in our cytoplasm of the cell. So moving to the next one, that is about the Golgi apparatus or Golgi bodies. In other words, it's also known as the Golgi complex. So this last year we had studied about this. What is the main function of it? It is nothing but the secretion of certain materials. It could be enzymes or hormones also. Then it is also responsible for the transportation, packaging as well as the transportation of these materials. Where will it transport? It will transport either intracellular, that is inside the cell itself, or it will transport it to the plasma membrane. So this is the structure. If you observe here, this is the structure of the Golgi complex or the Golgi bodies. This Golgi bodies, these are membrane bound vesicles which are arranged stacked wise, that is they are arranged parallelly stacked wise. So this is one phase and this is the other phase. First phase, this is known as the cis phase. Cis phase is where all the vesicles will be formed. Once it is formed, the required materials for the cells will be synthesized. That is, it could be enzyme or hormones, anything. Then it will be packaged, and this is the trans phase where all the packaged material comes out and it will be transported to the other parts of the cell. It could be either the plasma membrane or even to the other intracellular organelle. Could be the ribosome also for the protein which is required. So you can see here, so it is just from one phase it will be taking, from the other phase it will be giving out. So this is about the Golgi apparatus. Moving to the next organelle, that is the mitochondria. Children, what is mitochondria? It is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. Why it is powerhouse of the cell? If you observe the structure of the mitochondria, it is double membrane. Usually all the cell organelles are single membrane, that is which is having only single covering, whereas mitochondria is having the double membrane. It is covered by two membranes. Plural is mitochondria, singular is mitochondrion. So the outer membrane it is covered, whereas the inner membrane, if you observe, it is thrown into folds. This folds is also known as cristae or crista. Why it is folded? Because the energy that is being synthesized, it has to be absorbed and it is to be stored in the mitochondria of the cell. So what is this energy also known as? It is known as the ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, which is also known as the energy currency of our cell. So why it is known as energy currency? How it is being formed? That is nothing but by the cellular respiration. What is cellular respiration? It is also known as the oxidation of the food. That is whatever the food we eat. I'll just write down the simple formula, that is the energy, that is the sugar. When it is broken down, it forms in the presence of oxygen, that is nothing but cellular respiration. In the presence of oxygen, the food gets broken down into carbon dioxide plus water with the release of energy. This energy, some amount of it will be utilized by our body, whereas some amount of it will be stored in the form of ATP. What is this ATP? It is also known as adenosine triphosphate. So whenever our body is feeling less of energy, this ATP, that is the energy currency, will be utilized, and again whenever we have our food, the cellular respiration takes place, again the energy will be stored. So this is the main function of the mitochondria. Hence it is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. That is, whenever the body or whenever the cell is deprived of energy, it will obtain it from the ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, and it is also known as the So it is also, that's the reason it is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. The other name of the mitochondria, it is also known as the semi-autonomous organelle. What is the semi-autonomous organelle? Since inside the mitochondria, along with the cristae, it also contains the ribosomes. That is, these ribosomes are responsible for the synthesis of its own protein required required for the proper functioning of the mitochondria. So since it contains the ribosome, it is also known as the semi-autonomous organelle. Apart from that, it is also known as the self-replicating organelle. Why it is known as self-replicating? Along with the mitochondria, it also contains its own DNA. So because of the presence of the DNA, it can replicate its own. It need not wait till the nucleus replicates. It can replicate on its own also. Hence it is also known as a self-replicating organelle. It is also known as a semi-autonomous organelle because of the own synthesis of the proteins. Along with that, it is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. So children, the diagram is very important. It can be definitely asked minimum for 2 marks if you observe the parts of the mitochondria. So here it is the outer membrane, the inner membrane which is folded into the cristae. So it is having the DNA. So here and there if you observe, these are the molecules of the ATP. This you need not worry, it is nothing but the enzyme which is responsible for the formation of it. Here if you see the ribosome is present, that is for the manufacturing of its own proteins. Then it is the matrix, which is nothing but the fluid filled matrix in which the cristae is present. So this is about the mitochondria as well as its function.